Welcome to the Deep Dive. Anyone involved in higher ed, universities, colleges, to do those group work can be tricky.
Oh, definitely. A real challenge.
Yeah, it's where you get that chaos sometimes.
Right.
Unclear roles, people not pulling their weight, that last-minute panic.
The classic headaches.
So today, we're diving into something called Magic Tasks. It's a new feature in the Huddled platform, which, remember, is specifically for higher education.
Right. Not schools, but unis and colleges.
Exactly. And our mission is basically to figure out how this tool is trying to fix that group work frustration for, well, everyone involved, students and educators.
Sounds good. Let's get into it.
Okay, so starting with students, this Magic Tasks thing sounds like it could really tackle those big anxieties. You upload a project brief.
Yeah, the assignment description, the rubric, whatever the educator provides.
And instead of that blank stare moment, okay, what now? Well, Magic Tasks apparently jumps in. It reads the brief using, like, smart tech, NLP.
Exactly. Natural language processing. It analyzes the document.
And then, boom, it suggests tasks.
More than suggests. It actively breaks the project down, creates a list of clear tasks, suggests who might do what based on typical roles, sets initial deadlines, the whole roadmap.
Wow. Okay. So it actually creates a plan.
Precisely. And the so what of that is huge. Suddenly, every student knows their responsibilities. It cuts out that awkward, are you doing this part, or should I conversation?
Yeah, or worse, two people doing the same thing or something getting completely missed. Dropped balls.
Exactly. No dropped balls. And think about students juggling like 3 or 4 courses, maybe multiple group projects.
Oh, yeah. Nightmare.
Right. Instead of trying to track tasks in their own planner, maybe a shared Google Doc, endless WhatsApp messages.
Or Notion or whatever else they're using.
It pulls all their huddled group tasks into one dashboard so they can actually see their whole workload and prioritize effectively. It eliminates that fragmentation.
That feels really significant. I mean, especially for students who maybe find group work tough, different working styles. Maybe they hang back if things aren't clear.
Absolutely. It gives them that structure, that shared accountability right from the get-go, a level playing field almost.
Okay, that makes sense for students. What about the educators, the faculty?
Well, for them, it's a massive time saver. Think about it. How much time do they spend just organizing groups, chasing updates, trying to figure out who's doing what, mediating disputes?
A lot. Way too much, probably.
Magic Tasks automates a huge chunk of that initial setup and the sort of basic progress tracking. It lifts that admin burden.
Freeing them up to actually teach, focus on the learning.
Exactly. Focus on the pedagogy, not the project management logistics.
And you mentioned future potential. That sounds intriguing. It's not just about setting up tasks.
No, this is where it gets really powerful, I think. They're building analytics on top of this.
Analytics, like tracking how the group is doing.
Yeah, insights into the group dynamics. Imagine seeing data on, say, who's completing tasks, how engagement levels look across the team, even getting early warnings.
Early warnings.
Well, if the system sees a group consistently missing the small deadlines it set, or if task completion looks really uneven, it could flag that for the educator.
Ah, I see. So instead of finding out there's a major problem,
Yeah.
like a week before the final deadline.
Or after the deadline when the grade is suffering.
Right. The educator gets a heads up much earlier. They can step in proactively.
Exactly. Proactive intervention, not reactive damage control. They can see which team needs support, maybe why they're struggling, and offer targeted help when it actually makes a difference.
That really could change how educators handle group work, couldn't it? Make it less about policing and more about guiding.
Fundamentally, helping students succeed more consistently, making the whole experience, well, better, less painful.
So, from anyone listening whose university or college is already using Huddled, what's the status?
Good news there. Magic Tasks is already live. It's been rolled out to all Huddled workspaces.
So if your institution has Huddled, this tool is available right now. Faculty and students can use it.
Yep. It's there, ready to go, no waiting.
Okay, so summing it up then, it's about making collaboration smoother, less hassle.
Smarter collaboration, definitely. Using tech to streamline the process and, crucially, provide better support within that higher ed context.
A new way to handle an old problem.
It really tackles the process from start to finish.
Okay, great overview. Before we wrap up, any final thought for our listeners to chew on?
Yeah, something to consider is this shift towards proactive support. If tools like Magic Tasks make it easier to see problems early and intervene effectively, how does that change things?
Change things how?
Well, think about the dynamics of learning, of accountability in group settings. If support becomes more data-driven, more timely, could this lead to a future where fewer students get left behind in collaborative work, where everyone genuinely has a clearer path to contributing and succeeding? What does that future look like?